Yo, it's off-season time, baby! We got the NHL draft, we got free agency, we got some mega extensions that we have to clear cap for. So are you guys hyped? Cause I am. Let's get into this. So a lot of you guys might be thinking, let's get rid of this OEL contract because he's got, what is this, 6.5 for a couple of years now. However, with our current coach, OEL fits very well, so we'll have to see if we change our coach or not. One player I am thinking about moving though is Tyler Myers. He's got 5.4 for 1 year left, which he does come off at the same time as Pedersen, but still I'd rather use that 5.4 in free agency. Another player who might get moved is Tanner Pearson, because he's making 2.8 and we got a ton of guys like Kravtsov and ManoftheRitt here who could come up and play in the NHL. However, before worrying about that, let's just start this NHL draft, baby, and let's get into it. On the clock are the Anaheim Ducks. JT Miller has this $8 million extension, which I don't know if I want to be paying. However, JT Miller is one of our best players. He played really well on that first line, so we'll see what we want to do. So let's see, the first pick is in and Connor Bedard is heading to the Anaheim Ducks. I wasn't going to trade for that because that's cheese, but Bedard had a better season in real life than he did in the game, which is crazy. At this current moment, the highest we can trade up to are 9 and 10. Which, if we check out the draft class here, I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, at 9, we can get Dalibor Dvorsky, Edward Sale, Colby Barlow, future Jets captain, Oliver Moore, Ryan Leonard. There's a bunch of good players. However, I don't know if it's worth it, man. Because, like, Ryan Leonard, he is not going to be in the NHL for 2 years. If this was a long-term rebuild, I would try and, like, trade up, get these guys. There's really good value, but for right now I just can't because we're on such a short time limit. I mean, it's a month till NHL 24. If NHL 24 hits, we are going to be going into a nice long rebuild, fun episode. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be a banger, but for right now we can't be doing that. So the top 5 picks are exactly like they should have been in real life. EA, thank you for doing something right. Adam Fantilli goes to the Detroit Red Wings, which at number 2 is obviously Leo Carlson. But Fantilli obviously can't be from Michigan in this game. However, he looks insane with these rosters. Matvei Michkov, a pure sniper. He is going to score so many goals for the Chicago Blackhawks. So Leo Carlson at 4, the Swedish centerman. And then at 5 is Will Smith, the man who went 4 in real life to the Sharks from the U.S. National Development Program. So the next 2 picks are in. Seattle selects Braden Yeager. I don't even know where he went in real life. He has X Factors, it just doesn't show. And then Marcus Antropov, an auto-generated player. I don't know why EA has this glitch where it doesn't show his X Factors, but he looks like an absolute demon. If we go here to the Pittsburgh Penguins and press find trade, what do we get? We could trade Philip Hronek, which that's not worth it. Trade Kuzmenko and Ethan Bear, obviously not. JT Miller could be useful, but this is a short-term rebuild, so we want to keep our good players. Ilya Mikheyev, not doing that, and then Connor Garland and Podkolzin, no way. Let's try the same on these Calgary Flames pick. Did I say these? Kuzmenko and Hoglander, no. Garland and Podkolzin, no. Mikheyev, no. And Aturati and Podkolzin could be nice, but I'm going to stick with them. We're not trading up. Let's see how the top 10 goes. Dalibor Dvorsky out of Slovakia goes number 8 to the Buffalo Sabres. That is crazy. He is going to dominate in that system. The Sabres are, like, you have to look out for them in real life. Sneakily built a great core. Andrew Crystal goes to the Pittsburgh Penguins at 9, and then Colby Barlow, the boy, the future best player in the NHL, goes 10 to the Flames. So I guess if we're not trading up in the draft, we could look at trading some players here. So if we go to salary, then we go Tyler Myers. Like, what if we move Tyler Myers and our pick? We could get Henrique, Vetrano, Silverberg. I guess the Ducks just want Tyler Myers. This is probably the best trade here. The Devils are offering us a 3rd round pick and Nico Dawes for Tyler Myers. We're shedding a bunch of cap, and Nico Dawes is a good prospect if we want to include him in a trade. Maybe we don't re-sign Spencer Martin. So I think New Jersey, you have yourself a deal. Here's just the market for OEL. I think we will keep him though, because like no team would take on that contract unless like we are also giving up a pick, which I don't really want to do. However, I will entertain the idea of trading Tanner Pearson, and it's not that great options out here, but I think we're gonna take just this pick from the Sharks, honestly, clear some cap. Just out of curiosity, what if I threw up OEL and this pick? It's just like bad contracts back, there's no real point. Top 15 is here. The Winnipeg Ice boy, Zach Benson, goes to Minnesota. Him and Kaprizov is dirty. Edward Sale goes to the Nashville Predators. Ollie Moore and Ryan Leonard from the U.S. National Development Program go here at 13 and 14, and then Callum Ritchie goes to the Flyers at 15. There is a potential trade up at 17. We could get Matthew Wood, which would be kind of nice. See what I did there? No, nobody? No? I thought that was funny. Right now at 26, we get like Ethan Gauthier, Nate Danielson. I mean, it's not bad. Emilio Arventi. You know what? We might just stay there at 26, I think it was. What we're gonna do. I'm sorry if you wanted me to trade up, but maybe next year, because this year I think we're good at where we're at. We got a top 4, top 4, top 4, top 6. I mean, it's a pretty good draft. This draft is pretty good. Like, if you see Matthew Wood, Allen, I forgot his first name for some reason, Cam Allen. Allen is better in NHL than he is in real life, but it's fine. And then Casper, the elite medium. He could have been a great pick, but it's fine, honestly. Like, I knew he was medium elite, so I didn't want to trade up for him and be like, oh my god, I got a medium elite. Yeah, I'm not going to do something like that. Alrighty, 2 minutes on the clock. Who are we going to take? So first up, we have Ethan Gauthier, leadership ability, playmaking, elite speed. You love to see that. However, the man who caught my eye is the Manitoba boy as well, Nate Danielson. I mean, he did go really high in the actual draft. I feel like it would be kind of fun to have him on our team. I know Emilio Arventi is pretty good, so I don't really want to pick a guy that I know is good, but we have some auto-generated guys who PK Subban 3 years and also 3 years. Otto Stenberg is here with 2 years. However, I think we're going to take Nate Danielson. I feel like that's what you guys would want. So the first pick in the Vancouver Canucks franchise mode, Nate Danielson, welcome to Vancouver. So we got the best player on the board other than Casper, obviously, but in real life, Nate Danielson's probably the best player that was left. I mean, he's pretty good. I don't know if he has any X factors. We'll see once we get out of the screen. So Ethan Gauthier was 66 top 9. This guy, not even going to try and pronounce that, 68 top 4. Otto Stenberg, pretty similar player to Danielson, although Danielson might fit our scheme more. Dragovich, Yarventi, Peleka, so we didn't miss out on too much. Jonas Brodin is on the trade block. How is Marcus Foligno in 87, by the way? But Jonas Brodin is on the trade block at a very good contract, and we could literally replace him with Tyler Myers' salary. So, I don't know what it would cost to get Jonas Brodin. However, I might attempt it, kind of. I go to our pick here, so I have a bit more time. Call a timeout. We got 7.5 minutes to kind of attempt a trade. Here's kind of how the second round went. I mean, you guys don't really care too much. I know Jonas Brodin's a very good defenseman, but I don't know if I want to give up, like, a lot for him. So I'm just going to throw this shit offer out there and we'll see what happens. And it's obviously rejected. Get Jonas Brodin, I'd have to give up my first round pick next year, which I don't know if I want to do. 88 speed, 92 in all the defensive stats, pretty good shot power. Not incredible offensively, but that's not his role. Our coach loves defensive players, so this could work. So, you know what? I might just offer it. If it gets accepted, it gets accepted. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it's rejected. I think this trade would work is if we gave up somebody like Brock Besser, Garland, Mikheyev, one of those guys. And honestly, I have no clue if it's worth it. I'm not giving up Mikheyev because he loves this coach. Could fire our coach, but I don't know if I want to. We played really well. Like Connor Garland had 49 points last year, whereas Brock Besser had 53. So conflicted. Like, is it worth it to give this up for Jonas Brodin? Because I know OEL's not getting it done. I'm not trading Hughes. I'm not trading Pedersen. It has to be Besser, Garland, or Mikheyev, and they're so good. I think I would give up Brock Besser, even though he's a long-time Canuck. I feel like he's semi-replaceable out of all of those three. So I'm going to offer it. If it's not, this is my final offer. If it's not accepted, okay, never mind. We're not getting Brodin. Look how long ago this roster was made. David Reinbacher was a 7th defenseman, 63 overall. And in real life, this dude was a top 5, top 6 pick. I don't know where he went. I forget. Or, like, I know, but I forget. And then we picked this guy. He's probably auto-generated, honestly. How we cooking? Jackson Ballin, pretty decent. But this guy, Bradley Walensky, perfect trade piece. And if not, he could grow to an elite. Yo, is longer than normal, but here is your 2024 Canucks draft class. I guess 2023 Canucks draft class. And with Nate Danielson and David Reinbacher headlining it. We got Connor Bedard's brother. So that's nice. 21 million in cap space, and we got all of these players to re-sign, and then in net we only got Colin Delia, so it shouldn't be that bad, honestly. See, the big guy here is Suter, and we are thinking, what do we want to offer this man? Do we want to go long term? Do we want to go short term? Because he put up 49 points centering our third line. However, I do kind of forget how his chemistry was. To find 50 points this season and an 84 overall and a good two-way player for $4 million. So I think we're going to offer this to Suter deal because I don't want to go like against what the players want really. He wants a 2-year deal. He is 35. I know I just said I didn't want to go against what they want. However, Taves would be a 1-year deal to me. However, he doesn't lose his X factor. So we could probably package him in a trade. So I think a $4 million deal will be good, especially since he has those gold X factors. We've re-signed everybody except for the big boys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roster players to re-sign and around 13 mil to do it. Bluger was very good for us. 37 points, a plus 18 during the season. What a legend. However, I mean, we have so many young guys coming through the system. I think we can let him go. So sorry, Teddy Bluger, but you're out of here. Oglander are big re-sign, so I think 1.5 by 2 for works for both of them, and then we can reassess after that. We have around 10 million if everybody signs, and we have 3 defensemen to sign, which we can sign all of them. However, the question is, can we sign a better one in free agency if we don't sign one of them and trade for a guy like Jonas Brodin? Ethan Bear does want a 2-year deal. However, I am going to veto it because this is my franchise and I run the show here, so don't complain. Probably deserves a 1-year deal. I'm going to offer 2.5. And in my opinion, I don't think we need Ian Cole. He wasn't all too great until after the trade deadline, and he was horrendous in the playoffs. sign Carson Soucy for this $2 million over 2 years, it'll leave us with about 6.5 in cap room. Maybe I can get this down a bit, but I mean, it's not looking great for the Canucks here. So we're simulating a day, and Jonathan Toews has decided to re-sign, so that's good. Kravtsov resigns, Ethan Bear resigns, Suter resigns, Carson Soucy does not resign, Jet Wu resigns, Hoglander resigns, and then all the other guys are gonna sign. So we have a bit more cap than I expected. So we can sign Carson Soucy to this 2x2 deal, and we'll still have around 10 million. So I guess my math just sucked. No, do you think I can get an 81 overall defenseman for 2 mil on the open market? It's kind of rare. So even though he wants an extension, which is interesting, I think I'm gonna up it for 1 year, give him like 2.1-ish, and hopefully he accepts that. He re-signed. I don't know if I should split the free agency and the off-season into 2 videos. I might have to do that. I have 11 million, and we need a defenseman bad. So please, I'm gonna pause this video here. Let me know in the comments who we should sign with this 11 million out of the defensemen available. And we have the Pettersson contract. How much money will he want? We'll see in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.